You're welcome. We're walking here on the north end of Loyall. I want to show you guys something real quick. While it's still dark, you can see the switch heater up here and the flame coming off of it. So I thought it'd be cool to show you all. You can see the light of it there. I don't really see this documented a whole awful lot. Shoestring was one to talk about stuff like this. But check that out. That right there is heating the rails to keep them from freezing. That way when trains roll in and out of the yard, they can still get in and out between main 1, main 2, and the yard itself here. Now that would be, I would guess, propane activated. That right there is pretty neat. You don't see that a whole lot on video and everything. And as you can see, we had a little bit of snowfall last night, and so it's probably 35 degrees out right now, and that has got the rail hot too. So that's a cool little tidbit, and just a little bit to show you guys how the railroad works. We found ourselves in Loyall just before daybreak a few days prior to Christmas as we awaited R584's crew to arrive from Corbin. This is the third and final part of my 3-part series in which we documented CSX 1902's time on the Cumberland Valley Subdivision. Today, the consist will run north to Balkan, load, and return to Loyall.
R584, 24, 21, We're gone, man. Alright, y'all have a good day. Alright, we'll talk at you later. If I don't tell you for Christmas, you have a Merry Christmas. Same to you guys.
briefly paused at Blanton to catch the train passing by. Blanton is another one of the loadouts that parallels the CV main and has been idle for over a decade. Balkan is currently the only active loadout alongside the CV main. Located near TJ, Kentucky, the presence of a loadout here goes back to the 20th century, yet as time has progressed, the newer structure we find here now remains quite active, loading the majority of the trains for Eastman Chemical. Listen in on the lighthearted conversation revolving around 1902 as it arrives ready to load.
In Hamilton logo, you know, and with one, but like, let's say, we ain't gonna go crazy, but maybe Lent, hot, you know, stuff like that. I've already hit them up to do that for so many millions of tons loaded. You know, dress up the loadout, done all that great stuff over the years, give him a big commemorative one, and that's went nowhere. Having, you know, the spirit of whatever, putting them on their commercial you know, on their commercials and stuff, and, you know, with a little, you know, some little slogan or just in the commercial mention, you know, how many tons of coal and years of service, you know, this industry's done and all this stuff, but nobody buys. Here we even been on Trains magazine out here.
We'll take a better look at the loading process here another time. Dad and I broke off for lunch and returned that afternoon as the now loaded R584 was preparing to head back south. And so, we geared up for the chase.
CSX R584 21, all switches between Southbrill and Felder on the main or line for the main, derail restored, and we're ready when you can take us south into the Loyall, number 1, over.
We're all switches and derails line and line for the main track between Southbrill and Felder at 1540, and as soon as Mr. Huckabee finishes up his inspection, I'll get you lined up.
Alright, 1540 and signal indication, over.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
For this next clip, viewer discretion is advised, as the near miss here can be uncomfortable to watch. Dad and I had opted to return to the double-track bridge at Keith for the southbound shot, when over the scanner we heard them call the signal at Wilhoit just around the curve. Several minutes went by, and as the rumble of the train grew louder, we were in awe to see a man enter the bridge riding a four-wheeler. Never, and I mean never, attempt this, folks. As we attempt to warn the driver, who evidently had earbuds in, you can hear the fear in our voices as the sound of the coming train grows louder. As he exits the bridge, you can see the headlights of the locomotives enter behind him. Also note that though our proximity to the train seems close, that our camera was on an extended tripod, and the fisheye lens makes it appear that we are much closer than we actually are. Once again, I urge all of you to never try this at home. Always assume that the tracks are active, and be very cautious of your surroundings at all times. We'll break this clip down and take a better look in a future video. There's a train!
There's a train coming! Hurry! Hurry! There it is! You're left.
Still shaken up from our encounter, we caught the consist rolling into Loyall, where we would call it a day. The 1902 would remain on the eastbound power set on up into January, where it would then be taken off and sent north across the former Clinchfield on the local. Thank you all for tuning in to this Railfan Micah Turner adventure. I hope you've enjoyed this 3-part series, and if you haven't already, be sure to check out the other 2 parts already on my channel. Until next time, from the coalfields, this is Railfan Micah Turner. God bless y'all.